Alright guys, hey, it's Miss C. Today I'm going to read chapters 17 through 20. So let's find out what's going to happen during these chapters. Is she going to like her new babysitter more? Is she going to get her letter from BB? What's going to happen? Let's find out. So we're on chapter 17. Chapter 17. My mom had to work late the next day. My dad did too, so Natalie stayed late, and that was bad. It was bad because Natalie ran my bath and checked the water, and checked it again to make sure it wasn't too hot, just like BB. When BB stayed late, and before I got into the tub, Natalie turned back my covers so my bed was all ready for nighttime, just like BB. When BB stayed late, and I could just tell that after my bath, Natalie planned to read to me, and tucked me in and kissed me goodnight and wished me sweet dreams and turned down the lights and tiptoed down the hall. Just like BB, when BB stayed late. But Natalie was not BB, and I wanted BB. So when Natalie said, "Your bath is ready," I said, "I don't want a bath. I'm very clean already." Natalie looked surprised. She thought for a minute and said, "At least wash your face and hands." "Fine," I said. I washed my face and hands and went into my room, and then Natalie pulled open my pajama drawer, and she said, "Would you like to pick out some pajamas?" "No," I said. "I'm not sleeping in pajamas tonight." Then I slammed that drawer shut. I had to sleep in something, so I opened my short drawer and pulled out a very top shirt and put it on and turned to Natalie and said goodnight. "Goodness," Natalie said. She pointed to the pajama drawer. "We don't slam drawers," she said. "Please try again, more gently." "Fine," I said. I tried again. "Are you sure you'll be comfortable in that shirt?" she asked. "I'm sure." I said. "I could read you a bedtime story," she said. "I'll read it to myself," I said. I got a book, the first book I saw, and climbed with it into my bed. It was a very big book. I opened it and started to read. That very big book had very long words that I didn't understand, but I kept pretending to read. "Well then," Natalie said goodnight. She dimmed the lights and closed the door and went off down the hall. I waited a minute, then I dropped the book on the floor and put my face in my pillow. I closed my eyes and decided to move to Florida. Chapter 18. The next morning, Natalie pretended that the last night wasn't bad. She came in, slipped off her shoes, put down her bag, and smiled at me, like she always did. And then she said, "Good morning." "Good morning," I said back. I hoped she really wasn't mad about the drawer and the bath. I couldn't tell if she was, and I didn't want to ask. Then I had an idea. "I'll brush your hair for you," I said. "Sometimes I brush my mom's hair and my best friend Pearl's hair too. They like it." "Okay," Natalie said. I ran to my room and got my brush, which is blue, my favorite color. I brought it back to Natalie, who sat on a chair and took out her ponytail and let her hair touch her shoulders. "Don't worry," I said. "I'll brush very gently." Then I brushed her hair very gently, the way my dad brushes mine sometimes before he goes to work. When I had it brushed it all, I said, "What's your favorite color?" And she said green. So I ran back to my room and I got all the green barrettes I could find, all 3. Then I made little braids in her hair and clipped green barrettes at the bottom, 1 braid behind each ear and 1 down the middle in the back. "You look beautiful," I said. She did. She looked beautiful. I let her keep those green barrettes, and she wore them on those braids, 1 behind each ear and 1 down the middle in the back, the whole rest of the day. Chapter 19. When the phone rang that night, I figured it was probably a work call from my mom. But she brought me the phone. "It's for you," she said. I held the phone to my ear. "Hello," I said. "Eleanor, it's Pearl," my best friend shouted. "Pearl," I shouted back. "Are you home yet?" "I wish I was," she said. "But I'm still in Oregon. It rains here all the time." Then she said, "My face is raining too with tears because I'm missing you." Pearl talks in poems sometimes. She's going to be a famous poet someday. I just know it. "When will you be back?" I asked. "Wednesday," she said, "in the late afternoon. Mark your calendar." "I will," I said, "as soon as I hang up." "And school starts on Thursday," Pearl said. "Will you pick me up on the way?" "Of course we'll pick you up on the way," I said, and just then I remembered that Pearl didn't know about BB. I almost didn't say anything because it felt very hard to say anything. But I took a deep breath and said, "BB moved away." "She did?" Pearl said. "Yes," I said, "she did." "Why?" Pearl said. I told her why. "You must feel terrible," Pearl said. "Your heart must feel like a mirror that fell and shattered her in a million pieces. I thought about that. That's exactly right, I said. Don't worry, she said. I'll be home soon. I'll cheer you up. I heard Pearl's mom say something in the background. I have to go, Pearl said. Wait, I said, because I just remembered that I needed to ask her something. Is my handwriting messy? I asked. What? Pearl said. Is my handwriting messy? I asked again. I don't think so, Pearl said. I like your handwriting. Then we hung up, and right away I went to mark the calendar. That's when I realized that it wasn't August anymore. It was September. Chapter 20. My dad had some time off from work the next day, so we sat outside together and waited for Val. While we waited, I asked him, if you had to write about a famous person, who would you write about? What a great question, he said. Let me think. He did some thinking, then he said, I might write about Amelia Bloomer. Who's that? I asked. She's famous for wearing pants, he said. Long ago, when women only wore long, heavy skirts that were hard to move around in, Amelia Bloomer thought they should get to wear pants too. Oh, I said. I was worried. I knew nothing at all about famous people. Then I wondered if the Bloomer lady's pants were ever too big, and then I saw Val waving at us. We hurried to her. This is my dad, I said. Nice to meet you, Val said. Then she said, one moment, please, and from the top of her bag, she pulled out a letter. For Miss Eleanor Abigail Kane, she said. But don't get too excited. Why not? I asked. I took the envelope and looked at it and saw why not. It wasn't from BB. It was from my school. I opened the thick envelope and pulled out a long letter. And while Val delivered the rest of her mail, I read the long letter with my dad. It said, Dear third graders, my name is Mr. Capanelli. I am your new teacher. I hope you're having a wonderful summer. I am getting ready for the start of third grade. Here are 4 things I'm doing to get ready. First, I'm setting up our classroom. I want everything to be ready when you get here. Second, I'm going to get a haircut because when my hair gets too long, it gets a little crazy. Third, I have picked out the shirt I will wear on our first day. It's a green and blue checked shirt. It's my favorite shirt. I wear it on special occasions. And the first day of school is a very special occasion. I have enclosed a picture of me in my favorite shirt, so you can know what I look like on my first day of school, except my hair will be a little less crazy. Fourth, I'm reading a little every day because reading is a very important part of third grade, and it's good to get in the habit of reading every day. And I recommend that you start reading a little every day too, to help you get ready for third grade. And if you want, you could send me a picture of you. You could draw it or take it with a camera. Whatever you like. I have included an empty envelope addressed to me. Just put the picture in and mail it off. Don't worry about whether the picture will arrive before school starts. I will enjoy getting it whenever it comes. I look forward to receiving your pictures and seeing all of you in person and having a terrific school year. Your teacher, Mr. Capanelli. All right. I am so excited about the next chapters. I wonder what's going to happen. She's about to start school. We'll see what's going to happen. I wonder when she's going to receive that letter from BB. I'm still curious about that. But until next time, this is Miss C.